Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Tuesday, March 31st. You'll be interested to know. 137 years ago, today, in 1889, Parisians gathered to unveil the Eiffel Tower, a soaring iron landmark created as the centerpiece of the Exposition Universelle and a bold feat of engineering. Its completion celebrated modern construction techniques, showcased industrial progress, and transformed the Paris skyline into a lasting symbol of innovation and artistic ambition. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Tuesday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking choppy with waves around 1 to 2 feet. Conditions improve slightly to fair by 8 a.m., but return to choppy by 9 a.m. and stay that way through the afternoon. Winds are onshore at 8 to 10 miles per hour, increasing to 14 miles per hour later in the day. Best time to ride is at 10 a.m. with the 5-foot high tide, when the south-southwest swell is 1.5 feet at 12 seconds, and the onshore wind is 5 miles per hour. The first high tide on Tuesday will be 5 feet at 11:15 a.m., followed by a half-foot low tide at 5:15. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 54 degrees for the water temperature. Expect 2 to 3 feet on Wednesday with fair conditions early, but choppy waves develop as winds pick up to 14 miles per hour. Thursday sees a significant jump to 6 to 9 feet, though conditions remain choppy with winds reaching 21 miles per hour. Friday holds steady at 4 to 7 feet, with fair conditions in the morning giving way to choppy surf later on. This morning, there's a chance of light rain, and it feels like 57 degrees, with 7 miles per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 7:32, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:54. It looks like we're in for a cloudy day with a chance of rain, high near 60, and temperatures dropping to about 57 in the afternoon, accompanied by a moderate southwest breeze, around 10 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 65. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a chance of rain, a low around 53, and light winds around 8 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. This morning, there's a chance of light rain, and it feels like 57 degrees with 7 miles per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 7:32, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:54. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, BART users in the Bay may be interested to know that OpenAI has leased a massive industrial building in Richmond, California, marking the company's first major move into the East Bay. The lease is for a 202,000 square foot warehouse at 1411 Harbor Way South, according to the San Francisco Business Times. This waterfront site, spanning approximately 15.75 acres, was originally developed for a battery startup that filed for bankruptcy in 2024. With over 14,000 amps of power available, the property is well suited for robotics and advanced manufacturing. This expansion reflects OpenAI's growing investment in robotics. Now on to sports. Chicago White Sox rookie Muntaka Murakami has done it again. The rookie slugger hit a home run on Sunday off Milwaukee Brewers starter Brandon Sproat, extending Chicago's lead to 5-2 after a first-inning grand slam by Colson Montgomery. This home run marked Murakami's third in his first 3 Major League Baseball games. He began his career on Friday with a 9th-inning home run and followed it with another on Saturday. Murakami has joined Chase DeLauter, Trevor Story, and Kyle Lewis as the 4th player to achieve this milestone. At 26 years old, he is making history in the majors. In local sports, the Giants secured a thrilling victory against the Padres, winning 3-2, marking rookie manager Tony Vitello's first win. Harrison Bader launched the team's first home run of the season against Walker Buehler, breaking a tough start to the year. Ryan Walker came close to a SHUHD out, allowing a 2-run homer late, but finishing strong with a groundout to secure the save. The Giants, who had struggled previously, showed resilience with key hits from Patrick Bailey and Casey Schmidt. Looking ahead, Logan Webb is set to start against Germán Márquez for the Padres on Tuesday night. In top news, NASA began the countdown Monday for humanity's first launch to the moon in 53 years. The 32-story Space Launch System rocket is poised to blast off Wednesday evening with 4 astronauts. After a day in orbit around Earth, their Orion capsule will propel them to the moon and back. There are no stops, just a quick U-turn around the moon. The nearly 10-day flight will end with a splashdown in the Pacific. Our team has worked extremely hard to get us to this moment, said launch director Charlie Blackwell Thompson. Certainly all indications are right now we are in excellent shape. In business news, Japan is placing a multi-billion-dollar bet on the U.S. housing market. Home construction is slowing, but Japanese investors and builders are moving in anyway, and soon will own 6% of the business in America. For more than a decade, Japanese home builders have been tiptoeing into the U.S. housing market with small, discreet acquisitions of private American construction companies. Their quiet era is over. Since 2020, Japanese builders have announced or closed acquisitions of 23 U.S. single-family home builders, more than double the number from 2013 to 2019. Japanese companies are accelerating their U.S. presence at a moment when the American home construction market is slowing down. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 2% to about $68,000. Ethereum is up 3% to $2,000. And XRP is unchanged at $1.32. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Flying cars will take off in American skies this summer. The federal government announced a new pilot program designed to get new kinds of ultralight vehicles and electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles up and running around the country, even if they are not fully Federal Aviation Administration certified. New kinds of aircraft will start operating in United States airspace as early as June. 8 regions across the United States will take part in a 3-year pilot program. The companies building the technology say their aircraft are quieter, cheaper, and release fewer emissions than helicopters or airplanes. And in entertainment news, Gen Z is here to save theaters is the latest report highlighting how this generation prefers peachy movies and enjoys outings with their families as social media content. Disney's Zootopia 2 has surprisingly become the winning Thanksgiving offering, topping the box office with $1.9 million in worldwide ticket sales. Meanwhile, Disney's live-action Lilo and Stitch has crossed the $1 billion mark. In an unexpected twist, Iron Lung, a self-released film by YouTube star Mark Fishback, grossed $40 million, while Scream 7 opened to $64 million, exceeding expectations. Gen Z is indeed driving this resurgence in theaters. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American inventor and visionary, Thomas Edison. And he said, "Restlessness and discontent are the first necessities of progress." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.